What's up, everybody, and welcome back to In Theory, featuring the Amazing Digital Circus. So we have finally made it to the current episode 6, where they all get friends. And this is where everything we have discussed about in the pilot episode leads up all the way to the current one. And this has been really fun, and I'm like in a little sailing boat. Like, I can wait, but I cannot wait for the final 3 episodes. Like, I can wait, but I can't wait. I don't know. It's just very emotional, this episode, and there are going to be a lot of pauses. Remember this, okay? There will be a lot of pauses, a lot of observation, a lot of in-box thinking, a lot of talking about character developments that I see plain as daylight in this part right over here. You know what now. And this time, I don't even think there's going to be a spoiler alert, because there's honestly really nothing to spoil about. You made it all the way to episode 6, meaning you watched all the episodes now. Huzzah! I'm just gonna point out the obvious over here.
Today's adventure is brought to you by the Favorite Character Awards.
Yes, I'm
Stay tuned
with my broken thinking pen at this point.
Who will claim the ultimate prize?
Obviously, those two have been getting along really well.
That back up here.
They're now talking and hanging out with each other.
Oh, shut up.
What are you doing up there?
I love this part. I'm gonna pause this soon.
Kane. I think I overheard him talking to Bubble about an in-house adventure, and I'm not gonna be part of it.
And you're just gonna hang out in a flower pot all day? Not like your room?
Kane's been checking up on my room lately. When I don't answer, he just starts singing Daisy Bell in front of my...
This right here. Okay, we all have to know by this point, Daisy Bell was the first song sung by a computer, and I could picture when they said that, I just like totally pictured Kane on the door, behind the door, T-posing with his mouth wide open, and then it's like one of those record players playing Daisy, in that same auto-tuning voice as the computer sang it. It's not his own voice, it's the original one where you hear with the computer, and it's just winding up again and stuff like that. And you know something here, it's just the fact that I just really wonder, like, we've seen it like in the previous episodes of how Kane gets so annoyed by Zooble, and you know, the constant bickering and the constant going against his adventures and stuff like that. And it's like, now you're starting to wonder, like, what are you doing, Kane? Why are you singing Daisy Bell now? There's something about that. Probably he's trying to kind of I don't know, sweeten them up. You know, not in a romantic way, but like, you know, a way like, you know, I want to be your friend, something like that, you know. It's not trying to distance himself with them, but like, you know, trying to kind of like build that friendship, like, you know, hey, let's stop the bickering and let's all just get along. And he's really pushing it with them. Because, you know, like I said, they have been constantly bickering and at each other's throats and about the adventures and everything. We do see at one time also they were having a therapy session, and kind of vice versa. He ended up at the freaking chair. Zooble was taking down the notes and everything like that. And it's just like, you know, he really wants to try and help them. You know, he cares about everybody. He really does, but he cares it in his own weird way. You know?
It's creepy.
It is creepy. I will have nightmares about that.
Hey, Kane!
You fucking asshole!
Yes, Jax?
The T-pose right there. Hilarious.
Ah, there you are. Now I don't have to do the snap summon thing.
I love it. I'm telling
glad
you.
I found you. We need even numbers because today's adventure is a team adventure. Meet you guys up at the stage and
You see also
let's
how he
say
did a team
5.7
adventure here
minutes.
too?
Great. You didn't even ask him about the singing thing.
The what?
Today's adventure is gonna be a bit of a short one due to the Favorite Character Awards. But it'll be a perfect opportunity to showcase your guys' strengths to the press.
This is so heavy.
That's right, Bubble.
Poor
Seeing you all play
Bubble. You see Bubble
bat-ball
with
a
the
few
sad
days ago
face.
really got me thinking. We should do our own sporting event, but with cool new sports invented by yours truly.
Help me, Kane.
We also just play softball normally this time.
Yeah.
In the Cane Leagues, we have the 400-meter vertical skedaddle, bisection
This is, like,
boogie
insane,
egg ball,
to be
lateral
honest.
hijinks, orange sport, ball run, walk ball, run walk, and ball ball. These sports are surely going to...
Yeah, sorry. No, I'm not gonna be on a team with that one.
Zubul, why does all you do
Just
is
love his
complaining?
sarcastic
I never know
ass.
what you want.
We had
You
a
see
whole
here?
suggestion box for that.
Yeah, Zubul and I constantly say we like more chill and relaxing adventures.
Did you really not like my softball one?
I'm not big into sports, sorry.
The suggestion
So
box
we
is
also
us-
see over here the fact that, you know, she was upset about the whole suggestion box and not liking the sports. It really does say that she really hasn't had much of a childhood. Like, she puts that act, we all know about this by now, like, she puts that act because of how she was raised and all that. But, you know, she truly did wanted to have, like, a, you know, softball game, you know, with some friends. Just like, you know, when you were kids, you like to play around with friends and stuff. It really does say a lot about her, and that's why I really, really will stick to that little theory, the fact that we'll abstract. And I don't want to say it, she's such a sweetheart, but she just has so much, you know, problems in her past, you know, childhood problems and growing up and everything like that. But it's getting more and more closer to realizing that she might abstract. She might be the one to abstract. We don't know this until episode 7, where now Pomni might talk a little bit more with her than Jax. Or Pomni might ignore her. Like, you know, you might get the sensation, okay, she's going to be talking to Ragatha a lot more, blah, blah, gonna be a fun shit. But what if she just stops kind of midway and goes back to Jax because Jax is starting to have a problem? And we will see this. We will all see this.
This is interpersonal drama, and me no likey.
All right, you really want to know what I want?
Me no like
Oh
you.
no.
I want
You see,
the ability
oh
to
no.
have sex.
No way. Are we finally having this conversation?
You see here? And you see right over here. Now he's losing total control and he's starting to glitch out.
Oh, hi, Zubul.
Do you have any of that stupid sauce left?
And here we
talking
go,
about?
the
Oh,
stupid
yeah.
sauce
Oh,
mentioned
teamwork
again.
is
The
essential
whole
to
glitching
making
out
the
part about
dream
this
work.
part and the whole
him.
glitching
He's the one that
part
fucks
and then the whole
everything all the
stupid
time.
stuff.
You are in a mood today, aren't you?
Now, you know what they say about
Jax
assuming.
is just basically
It
is
makes an
just like,
ass
oh
out
my
of you
goodness, you
and
want to
me.
get laid, don't you?
Ming?
Did
It's
Kane
just hilarious at this point.
Hi, I'm Ming, and I really don't appreciate what
This
your
has to be
assumptions
the
have done to my
NPC that's been lurking
reputation.
around.
You made a whole guy for that?
Whatever the case, it's evident now that there's quite a bit of tension between you all. So maybe what we actually need to do are trust exercises.
I am not falling into Jax's arms, if that's what you mean.
Don't worry, this will be a two-way
love
trust
this
exercise, where you'll each have to trust each other to not betray the other person. This is a private room where nobody can see or hear you once inside.
And then there
And
goes
this
Ming.
is a loaded gun.
Oh boy.
Character A will take the gun into the private room and empty it out of all its ammunition, then come out and give it to Character B. Character B will then take the gun and shoot themselves in the head, trusting that Character A emptied it in the private room. Character A will also have to trust that Character B won't turn the gun on them, so everyone is incentivized to follow the rules and trust each other.
Sounds a little convoluted.
You look convoluted! Anyway, Jax, why don't you start?
With him?
Wait, what am I doing? I wasn't paying attention.
Look at this part right over here. Kane says he doesn't have the ability to control people's mind, and I really do believe that, but I feel like he could also put thoughts and images into other people's minds as well.
Or, yeah, we could all just shoot each other. Here, have guns. I don't care anymore.
I love his burnout. I love
That's just it.
his burnout.
Use
And you
guns
see
and have
Jax
fun?
wagging his
I
tail.
didn't say have fun.
I just love all of
Just
this.
a little aimless.
But Jax
the
is just
sights.
having, I mean,
Ugh,
Kane
fine.
is just having an
Bring your teams
absolute
back. Pair up in
burnout.
teams
Like,
of
I
two.
haven't been
You
there
all get
too.
3 lives. Last team surviving is the winner. Happy?
Not really.
Well, that's not my problem right now. I have an awards show to plan, so you guys are gonna have to handle yourselves for a bit. You get 5 minutes to figure the teams out. Once that's up, it's a free-for-all.
Oh, like we
Come
all
on,
haven't
Sadie.
enjoyed this.
You're coming with me.
I'm actually gonna be on a team with Zubul.
What? No.
So you see over here, like, you know, he still, again, is trying to do, you know, form the friendship with Gangle. And, you know, in his mind, he probably thinks that he is actually doing something when in reality, he doesn't really realize it. You know, it's that same insanity motion that I have been talking about constantly. You are not aware, but yet you are aware. It's something that you really have to build your mind into it. And he's probably not aware of what he is doing, but he is aware of the fact that he is just causing chaos, causing havoc and everything. And he probably at this point thinks that he did build a somewhat relationship with Gangle, but in reality, he's just really hurting her feelings, and he doesn't really realize it. That's why we really see at episode 6 when they only finally, you know, when all these previous episodes finally start building up, we see, you know, who wants to stick with who.
You're not. We've been together for every team adventure in the past.
See?
Guess times are changing, bunny boy.
See what I mean? Even Zubul said times are changing.
Hey, you wanna be on my team?
I'd love to.
And you
but-
see over here,
oh,
Pomni
I
tried
really
to
don't
build
want
like a
Kinger to get
connection
stuck
with
Jax.
Ragatha. It was probably
Oh,
because of the
yeah.
softball part,
Well,
you know?
I could be on Kinger's
She was just
team.
like,
He and I were
she
together
realized that
once,
she,
and it
you know,
wasn't too
fudged
bad.
up, and then she was like, oh, I wasn't paying
and
attention or,
have
you know, supporting
me?
like Ragatha
Oh,
when she went up
yeah,
to bat.
just forget I asked. I'll be on Jax's team.
Wait,
And you can really see over here, Ragatha really does think badly of Jax as well.
Like you said, probably good to keep Kinger and Jax separate. I can keep Jax in
Like,
check,
she
so
doesn't want
don't worry about
nobody
me.
near Jax.
hey, Pomni. If you ever need to talk to somebody,
Remember,
or
everybody,
need
there will
help
be a
with
lot of
anything,
pauses here.
I'm here.
You have a partner yet?
Well, look who it is. You sure you can handle me in all my glory?
I've been through worse.
Hey, Zubul, do you want to hold on to this during today's game?
Huh?
I don't really trust myself that much with it. And I also just really want to be able to fire a Tommy gun while laughing maniacally, and I don't want to break it before I get that chance.
I'll keep it safe for you.
This is like the most sweetest part ever. I love this too, like how easy they thought it would have been. And then everything disappeared.
Wait, what? That counted?
Kane?
What? Oh, yeah, the guns have been teleported to random spots in the circus. Go find them, champs!
Gangle is so
I'm
mean.
missing a life.
There's no time! It'll be my pleasure murdering all of you.
Have fun, guys!
You're so lame.
Over here. That was obviously, we should know all of this by now, that this is the office that we see in the pilot episode, like I keep mentioning, with the old computers. That's literally how the computers looked back in the day. Being honest with you, this is how like a typical office, a phone with a cord, a secretary office building, The whole Cain Abel logo, everything was office and everything. Made me think like this was some kind of like a government experiment. It looks like it a little bit to me, like that way. It's really giving out the vibes, you know. See the coffee, we see the old time computers, referring back to the previous In Theory episode where I also pointed out that he drew a millennial, as which also just points out, you know, this was back in the old time. This is how old Cain is. And he's, you know, slowly realizing it and thinking and everything. But then if you're going to be like, oh, it's the old time. AI wasn't invented back in the old time. We don't know about that. You don't know what the government's thinking.
The youngest, so they probably still have some youthful fighting spirit.
Man.
They could be honestly hiding it. We've all seen shows and movies about that, where it's like the old times, and then the next thing you know, the government creates something. And look over here. Look over here. This butterfly. It was something very interesting about this butterfly. Wait. Right here. You see how that butterfly... I know it's just probably me overthinking, but that butterfly looks like it has a body, to be honest. And it was very sweet and kind of Kinger. I'm telling you, he's a girl's dad. It's like the best thing ever. And the fact that he was creating this as well, it just also makes me just lead more and more into the theory that he knows what's going on, but he keeps, in order to not abstract in the circus, you got to keep your mind insane. You know, you got to keep that sanity in check.
Wait, what did you just
Lose
do?
your mind, but be aware.
It's a butterfly. It can restore your health.
Did
See?
Cain mention that?
Oh, nah. I made it up.
What?
And it just really just makes you kind of wonder, like, can everybody do that? I mean, we've seen it also, Pomni making stuff up as well with the tank and the exit in the pilot version and
I'll
episode
just find
2.
guns for you, and
You know?
you can do all the violent stuff. You like that, right?
And while all of this is
You know
happening,
none of this is real, right?
you know,
What
Jax
do you
is
mean?
really trying to
Like
take Pomni
a
out of that
circus?
The
comfort
game today
zone
is literally to shoot
area,
each other. So what's the
and
point
you know,
in taking
really,
this moral high
you know,
ground?
open her up,
Well,
and you
They're my
know,
friends. I don't really
have
wanna hurt
fun.
All right, let me be real here. Why do you care about that?
them. About not hurting my friends?
Look, I know what it's like.
He
One
really
day
proves
you're
a point
somebody
in
in
this
the real
part,
world
too.
doing important things, and then the next you're just a weird little cartoon jester. You want to hold on to that part of you that still thinks it's part of that world, but in the end, what does it get you?
He really
Ragatha tries
proves
to
a
be all
strong
nice
point
and friendly,
in this
but
part.
she gets torn up every other adventure. Whether we like it or not, all we are now is a bunch of cartoon characters.
And you can't
the
lose
point
of
of
that
pretending we're
sight
not?
as well, because if you lose of that sight,
We're
it's like
still
you're going to get
people, though,
abstracted.
right?
I thought we were at first, but as time goes on, we just end up falling into our archetype.
Now, this point over here where he basically says that he thought we were at first. Remember, this is all in theory, folks. Now, when he says that, it makes me really wonder the fact that did he try to find an exit back then? Remember how when basically everybody denied the whole exit part, though? But then you kind of have to think, why does Jax have keys to almost every single room? And we saw in number 2 that he was also good at snatching keys as well. Who's to say he doesn't have the key to the exit, or basically like, I don't know, like a key to Cain's room or something like that? He has keys everywhere. So he probably was kind of looking at it. But the closer and closer he realized that the more people he sees getting abstracted. And I don't know. I feel like he's smart enough to realize in order to not become extracted, you have to let go of that thought in your mind that you are a human, that you were human, and start adapting to your new life, start adapting to this circus. You fall into an archetype, you stay into that archetype to keep that sanity in check, to keep yourself from abstracting. And this is what he's trying to show Pomni, because slowly he's not realizing that he is building he's building a bond with her, and he does not realize this at all. He's not self-aware at that part. He's more aware of the part of his architect of being the jackass, but he's not aware of the part that he is slowly building that bond right there upon me, and he doesn't realize it at all until it's too late. I'll pause at that part too, and I'll start explaining it more.
The villain?
Listen, I add a
You
key
see, he
dynamic.
took offense to that
I
as
see how far
well.
I can push things. I screw with people, and I break the fourth wall. You want to know why? It's 'cause it's funny. I do everything 'cause it's funny. 'Cause I'm the funny one.
The funny one?
Yeah. Ragatha's the cheerful one, Gangle's the sad one, Kinger's the crazy one, Zubal's the grumpy one, and you are the one who hasn't figured that out yet. We all just became archetypes. I at
The
least
one who
have the
gets people
self-awareness
out of
to
their
choose
comfort
who I
zone.
am.
That's what I feel.
The funny one.
So who do you want to be? No better
He
chance
really
than
is
now
the
to try
funny
something
well,
new?
the funny
You want to
one.
go nuts? You want to finally work off those weeks of rage and anguish that have been building up inside you?
And this part is just
I know
absolutely
you
like the
hate it
sweetest.
here. Everyone does. But the silver lining is you can pretty much do whatever you want. Like, look at the way you're aiming that gun. Too realistic.
Too realistic.
Just let
See?
loose.
The realistic part and the part too that you have to adapt. See?
Ah, what the heck. Today, I'm just gonna be
And I
evil.
feel at this part
that?
when she saw
Go for it.
him bonding
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
evil side of her,
those other fools
she was
better
just like,
watch
okay,
their
you know what?
tails, because
Why
they're
not?
going to face the
But she
wrath
doesn't know how to be
of
evil. It's
Pomni the
hilarious.
It's kind of cringe.
And you see how it's just bonding,
Are we
like
really
so
gonna be
close.
shooting
It's
each
like,
other with these?
you
It's
know,
either shoot or get shot. Ragatha!
and he
There's a
doesn't realize
sniper
it
around
at
this
all.
corner.
He really doesn't.
I think I got Kinger.
Are you sure we're safe up here?
Whoa! Tactical roll!
And you gotta also think that like,
Come on,
he's going
Ragatha.
everything by a whim.
Looks like we've located the king and the rag doll.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, let's get him!
I don't even really know how to fire a gun. I don't know how much use I'd be in.
Whoops, did I do that?
You missed a spot.
You're so cool.
Ragatha,
And
take
see, he
cover!
even changes it to you're lame to you're cool
I'll
because
take
of that one
rags,
part.
you go Kinger.
Rightio, evil bro.
I need a gun. Need a gun. Need a gun. Come on, man.
Love it.
Kinger? Really?
Another
Use
pause
another
coming
one
up
of those
soon.
Butterflies.
Howdy, howdy.
I know exactly what you're doing with Pomni, and it'll never work.
Huh?
You know, getting close with Pomni to corrupt her. Wait, no, wait. Oh, wow, I didn't actually think that'd work.
Now here's the pause, all right? So we have here two theories three, where one of them is where Ragatha really doesn't want nobody to get close to Jax because she thinks that he corrupts the people that get close to him. She feels that way, and most likely this is why she tries to keep Pomni away. And you see that she doesn't want Kinger to get close to him also because Kinger has been there the longest. Kinger is sweet, and she doesn't want him corrupting Kinger at all. That's why I say at this point we see that, you know, she really does kind of think bad of him because she thinks, you know, he corrupts everything around him. Anybody gets close to him, he corrupts it. But then yet again, you don't know if she is talking from anger or if she's talking from a whim or anything, but here's something important. When people are scared, obviously the truth will come out. It's either the truth that of what a person thinks about another person, or the truth, in fact, of something that the other person does not want to hear. All of this is in theory, remember, folks, and we will see this and base it off more in episode 7. But to me, at this point when she got scared, it was basically a point of her saying, you know, you're going to corrupt her. You're going to corrupt her. And that whole part of saying sorry about bringing up the past and everything was her probably, you know, doing what she was taught, saying sorry, making everybody like her and stuff like that, you know. It really makes me think of her. It's like going back with Jack saying, you know, you get tired of what she says. It, you know, you start thinking, you know, is all of it what she says authentic, real? Even Gangle says that as well. It gets tiring as well. And it really does sadly show the fact of maybe her abstracting, to be honest, because all of this is just basically, you know, you don't know what's real and you don't know what's not real. Sadly, she does put out an act, and that's just the way she was taught. And makes me sad. It makes me sad. Every episode of seeing Ragatha and this and like this all, it's just so sad. She gets that comfort, but then it leaves, you know. And another part right over here, Jax just basically had enough, because we all kind of would figure out by now. He also says the stuff that just comes out in a whim and not really thinking about his actions or really thinking about his emotions or what he is doing. But the fact that she pointed that out, in reality, he's really not doing all of that. He's just like, it's really a huge insult to his face. It's like, I'm not trying to be a jackass to everybody to be the jackass, but it's the fact that, you know, he's not gonna be the one going around with a freaking sign that says, in order to survive the circus, you must keep your sanity in check, lose your mind, but also be aware. It's gonna sound like an insane person, and next thing you know, he's abstracted. But it's like, in his own way, he's really is trying to keep them in check. But everybody is getting a mixed message, unfortunately, about him. And the only one who's seen through this is Pomni, which, well, later on, you will see. Another pause will happen. Watch. At this point here, we obviously see that he is done. Heavy breathing and everything. He's done. He's done with this. He's done with this. But yet he puts on the act for Pomni.
I lost a life, but I got us down to one kinger.
How'd you let her take a life off you?
I don't really
know. And he's
know.
really not becoming aware about this at all. The friendship he's building.
Hey,
the closeness, the bond. He's not aware at all.
If we can't find the Tommy gun, will this work?
Yeah.
And this part right over here is also another character development for Zubul and Gangle, all of them bonding together as well.
Team up with him.
I wouldn't worry about him right now. It's all just a game in the end.
It's Jax, though. He probably wants revenge. And he's gonna make it painful.
Hey, you deserve better than thinking about him when he's not even here.
And you see
You're
over
a
here,
human. You're not his toy.
Zubul really is, you know,
it sometimes
building
that way.
You know, the bondness right now with Gangle, basically trying to keep intact of the human emotions that they once were, and that, you know, try not to lean towards Jack's perspective, but still keep your perspective in check.
How are you supposed to like the part of yourself?
What's protecting Gangle is the fact that she does not have the mask that she did, and I think number 4 with the Spudsy, because that mask was bad news. Even though that mask looked happy and everything, that mask is bad news.
That's real, and the only you that you should care about is the real you.
I don't know how far can holding a human emotion be in in this circus.
Not natural.
Like
it's
if you hold on
intentional.
too close or too much,
Have
you're basically
you ever had to make that
grown
choice?
insane, you know?
Huh?
Sorry, I mean, of course not. You're Zubul.
And this was just like very sweet, you know?
Whatever.
You
happened.
also see like a little moment when Zubul was thinking to themselves, like, you know, like, how can I say this? Kind of like those sweet words that they didn't hear for such a long time. And I'm not sure at this point, you know, I honestly don't think Zubul will abstract, or maybe Zubul will abstract. I mean, during the intermission, we didn't even see Zubul at all, and Zubul kind of broke that wall with Kane and was kind of like in the void. So that also makes me kind of wonder a little bit about Zubul as well. I mean, who knows? There can probably not be two parts in this, like you know, like Kane, Kinger, and we can kind of add Zubul because Zubul kind of breaks a lot of the walls with Kane, and it's just all just very fishy, to be honest. It's all just very fishy, but we don't give much thought to Zubul because, you know, what Gango said, there's Zubul. But we will see in the next one.
I've got your back if you've got mine.
Yeah. Now let's go kill Pomni and Jax.
I love this part. Kitty face.
All right, here's one. What's with the
And then
corn
we see the
thing?
closeness here.
What corn thing?
Why are you afraid of corn? And don't say that you're not. You literally jumped out of your seat twice.
It's like the
when you saw
sweetest
something.
thing I've
Not
seen.
gonna let me out of this one. Well,
See how much like he's
I don't know,
beginning to
it's
open
got
up
a
as
bunch of
well.
little pods on it. Looks kind of like an egg sac or something. It's gross. Makes my skin crawl.
Interesting. Do you have like a type of trypophobia?
What's that?
The fear of lots of little holes.
Yeah.
Okay. How about pomegranates?
Awful.
Yeah, I have a
What are you
trypophobia
today?
too, but not with holes. I mean,
Let's
not with
forget
like
we're
fruits.
here to kill people.
With like
we
other
still need
stuff.
to find out where Nutso went before we can rest easy.
Love this.
I'm right behind you, aren't I?
I love this. And it's like the whole gun show act was like incredible. And they're really good. They're like really good. And this part,
There he is!
this is so funny.
Whoops, sorry.
He even says sorry again. And you saw his face there. He was like taken aback by it too.
Ricochet super move!
So like, you know, here comes another one in theory with Kinger. You know how Kinger's supposed to be sane in the darkness?
Oh, here's the light.
He was acting a little bit not Kinger. He was acting like a little bit of Kinger.
Yeah!
He was acting like a little bit of Kinger in that part as well, with the whole like match
These
thing
adventures, huh?
and the whole ricochet
And
thing.
look, even
That was
though we
totally Kinger
lost,
coded
At least we gave it our all,
in disguise. And he actually enjoyed it too. He was actually enjoying this.
right?
Now here
You
we're gonna
feeling
see
all right?
more of a rag of the development.
Are you upset that we lost? Are you upset about something else? You want to talk about it?
I think I might have failed Pomni. Just like I failed Jax.
And you see over here, the fact that she really does point out the fact that she failed Pomni as she failed Jax. That's why I said most of the stuff that comes out is either truth or false. And the thing is that when she speaks to Jax, it makes me think of the stuff that she wants to say to him is basically stuff to be hurtful and to be spiteful, but in reality, she just doesn't mean it. It's just, I don't know, pushing that barrier that also Jax is not aware of what he's doing because he's the chaotic one. And it's just really sad at this point.
hard to get on their good side, and then I just end up pushing them away.
She doesn't end up
They end
pushing
up
them
hating
away,
me.
but she ends up
Well, I
saying
don't think anyone here
the
hates
wrong
you.
stuff. Either the
Jax does.
stuff
Gingle and
to
Subal don't ever talk to me, and Pomni probably won't after
look
today
fake.
either.
Like if you say you're doing a good job, and then the
came
next
to
day
me
you're saying
wanting
you're
to be
doing
on
a
my
good job, and the
team.
next day you say
I said
she becomes
no.
repetitive, and you know she doesn't realize
Why did I
that.
do that?
Instead, she says something
Maybe you
else,
just
and then she
needed a
realizes what
break.
she says. It's
It
very
sounds to me
difficult
like you
for
put a
her.
lot of pressure on
You know,
yourself to
and that's
be
probably
there for
why she
everyone.
also keeps the
When you're
stupid
not,
sauce to
you
keep
beat
her
yourself
sanity in
up
check
for it.
behind her
You said
room.
you failed Pomni. Why do you feel that way?
I don't know. I feel like every day we're drifting further apart. Like she's seen through all my tricks and doesn't trust me anymore. Before I know it, she'll be a different person. One who doesn't even want me around.
The way I see it, relationships are two-sided, and sometimes it doesn't make sense to do all
And
the
it
heavy
feels
lifting
like
when the other isn't
this
in the mood.
one, Ragatha
We
really
all go
does want to
through and
become
deal
friends with
things
Pomni.
differently, and sometimes you just need to let
Like
people
she really
do things
does
their
want
own
to
way.
be comfortable,
As long as
make her
you're
feel
still
comfortable and
there when
everything,
they
but she
need you.
forces herself
Giving
to do
someone
that.
space should never be the same as giving up on them.
Now here's something important: giving people
I don't
space
even know what I want.
doesn't means like
I
you
just
know
want
you don't
everyone
give
to
up
be
on
happy.
them. That's something important that we
And
must keep in mind
Want people
during
to hate
this
me.
episode.
Do you
And the
hate
fact
yourself?
that she also wants to, you know, and she wants everybody
I
to
hated
like her.
myself.
I
couldn't
get that
help but
thing,
hate
that feeling
myself for
too.
the things I thought I was responsible for. I thought I'd lost everything. But then you showed up. And my outlook just changed. There are always ways to show you care without ruining yourself over it. You need to look out for yourself in all this too.
I don't get it. So often nothing you say makes any sense, but then you have these moments where you...
He has
I
these
don't know.
moments when it is the
How do
right
you do
time to
that?
say it.
How have you been around for so
knows.
long?
I guess I just have a resilient mind.
The whole bubble thing is hilarious, but I just have to pause right there. See, what Kinger says is what happens to a lot of us and what a lot of us go through. We hate ourselves. Some of us on a daily basis, it's hard to wake up. It's hard to do the stuff that we love anymore. We start to lose, you know, our thoughts and everything. We start to give up and everything, but it's very important not to do that. And especially when you want to form a friendship or a relationship or anything like that. Giving space, giving time, listening, it's something that builds a healthy mutual, you know? But everything that Kinger said is just pure facts, pure advice. And he's very sincere about it and everything. He cares about everybody. Even, I'm pretty sure even Jax at all, he probably figured out what Jax does intentionally, but unintentionally as well. You don't know about this also with the whole, you know, developing archetype, developing, you know, keeping your mind either sane or insane. Who knows? Maybe even Kinger kind of like, you know, showed it a little bit to Jax without telling him, but showed him. And even though it hurts a lot and everything, it's best to just continue if you want to survive.
Breathtaking! The committee's gonna love that.
Love it.
Are they still following us?
Are you still following us?
Yeah, we're still following you.
Where else would we be?
It's just so cute at this part.
All right,
It's so
this is a
freaking
long
cute.
one. We're gonna have to run.
You have two.
Let's go.
You have two like relationships there and another two relationships there. And you see how well they're getting along with each other at this point. It's amazing. It's just amazing.
We got so unlucky with the drops here.
Tommy gun. It's time.
Why'd you stop shooting? You out of ammo?
Why'd you stop? You out of ammo?
Pomni, got any ammo left?
I have one in the cylinder and one sniper round, but no sniper rifle.
Crap.
You freaking think like how drunk Tommy is with the gun. I love this. Like, go Gango, go! At this part right here, I was like, damn, Pomni got skills. Everybody shut up. My favorite part's on. Favorite part is on.
Huh.
Daisy,
Absolute cinema right here.
Give me
Just beautiful.
Are you
And the duo is
seriously gonna
so
start
beautiful
singing
too.
that?
The reason why I'm talking a little bit is because, you know, YouTube is going to be like, hey, that's the song, you know, and then sneakily puts in the description, and then I gotta like file a claim. It's annoying. I love this drop part right here with the carriage. On the seat of a bicycle belt or two. And we gotta remember, Pomni doesn't like physical touch, but yet she's so comfortable with Jax at this point. Singing a duet and just doing like a little like ring around the rosy part. She was so comfortable because she finally let go. And Jax was enjoying himself. He was enjoying himself to the fullest that we see.
I can get him.
Wait!
Trust me, partner. I got this.
Okay, hold on. Another pause will be coming up right about here. Now, at this part here, we can obviously tell by now that he did have some kind of relationship with Froggy, I believe. Yeah, with some type of relationship with Froggy's. Maybe it was someone that... This one had to come previously before Cosmo. This one had to abstract before Cosmo because, you know, when the pilot episode came, Cosmo was the one that got abstracted. So this one, I don't know how long was this before Cosmo, or was this like a couple more people abstracted and then Froggy abstracted or something like that. I'm thinking that it was more towards like probably maybe after 3 abstractions. I don't know how many, but there are a lot of characters that you see with the doors crossed abstracted. But this one in particular, we can see the fact that he did have some kind of friendship or something. But it's the fact that he doesn't want to get close to anybody else because he doesn't want to end up getting hurt. And obviously, it's a self mechanism of pushing people away and trying not to get them, you know, trying to get close enough. Because he just saw that, he's thinking in his head, remember, you see how done he is at this point because of Ragatha, of what she constantly says. She brings up the past, she accidentally brings up the past, and then she went right ahead and said, you're corrupting Pomni. He's taking all of this sincerely into thought, and in his mind, he's winding up and slowly starting to realize he's letting go of his archetype, and he's slowly realizing of what's actually becoming at this point. And he's realizing the fact that he is growing an attachment with her. He's growing an attachment with Pomni without even self-realizing it. He let go of his archetype and he realized it. And then it just snapped right into him. Ah, shit. I gotta put a stop to this. I don't want Pomni to get hurt. I don't want Pomni to abstract. I don't want all of this happening again. I don't want to lose another friend. I don't want all of this to happen. You know? I don't want to lose anyone else that I care for. This is what's probably at this point going through his head, cycling through his head, and he's probably thinking of a way that he has to put an end to this. so that way she doesn't end up getting abstracted because of him, because he's probably now blaming himself of everybody abstracting. And it's all just smacking him and smacking him. There's going to be another pause also, so you're forewarned. See? It snaps him back into that reality. Like, shit. I don't want this happening again. And this was just pure bull. Like, this was really cool. But then he snaps back into the architect that he was supposed to be. And you see right here, having fun with Pomni again.
Oh, shit, man. Guess that's the end of that. See you on the flip side.
Telling you.
What?
Girl dad coded. And now we see Pomni having fun.
Such a good team.
Physical touch. Now right here, right over here. Listen, don't you all start being crying, okay? I'm about to break it down to y'all. Now we all see here, she's like completely comfortable right now. She is completely comfortable. She goes right in for the hug. And she was supposedly, she hates physical touch. Physical contact. We all know that, but she is like so comfortable. And then with Jax, that little tiny moment where he was enjoying the hug, that's where it snapped right back, because you see his eyes. His eyes are just like that main key of where he keeps his architect. We're gonna say architect now, because the architect is the point of him, you know, being sane but being not self-aware. But he's holding on to that architect this entire time, and he's happy. He's growing that relationship, that bondness with her, and then snapped right back like, wait, no, this isn't what I want. This is not what I wanted. This is what I previously was thinking. Because we gotta think, he's constantly thinking. People who don't think and just say the random stuff is always thinking in their minds. Trust me, I'm one of them, okay? I might just say this can coded is cool, and another train of thought in my mind, I am thinking of stuff to say at this point, and that's when I'm losing that self-awareness of the words that are coming out of my mouth, because I previously think about it, but I'm just rewinding it. So when he thought about Ribbit, and when he thought about a Cosmo, and then when he's thinking about that world, that is all gears turning in his head about what's currently happening, but yet he's keeping his architect in check. So when all of this is happening, he is rewinding and he's becoming self-aware of his human emotions. And that's when he says, wait a minute, this is what I've been thinking about this entire time. I've been trying not to build a freaking relationship with anybody in this damn circus because I'm supposed to keep my architect in check so I don't abstract. And then it's just that constant thinking, but I enjoy this. I'm loving this, and everything is just, you know, him being happy. And that's when we start seeing more and more destruction happening. But at this point, he's basically done. It gets tiring. You see how I put my hand down? Because all of this got tired. And I'm done. And this is the part that's very important that we have to think about to the next previous episode. Because even I am done rewinding of what I thought in my head that I had prepared and what I said. This is something that he was thinking about, and he was trying to push her away. But the more it just became, you know, something fun. He enjoyed and he loved it. But now he's getting self-aware and He doesn't want to hurt her. He doesn't want to lose her, just like he lost Ribbit, Cosmo. He doesn't want another one that he cared for abstract. And we see that more now. See? He's even looking
Well,
at the
to be
hand.
fair,
and then
our competition wasn't
pupils
anything crazy.
dilate back to his architect.
Yeah, true.
He's
I
even
suppose
thinking it
this
for a
is the
split
part where one of
second.
us betrays
Like,
the other.
why did I do that?
Huh? Oh, yeah. You can betray me.
Oh,
See?
I just thought this was
Self-architect
gonna be a
mode.
mutual thing.
Nah, go on. Do it.
I don't really want to.
Lame. Come on. I thought you were cool.
Now he's really
We
pushing
could
her
just
to
be
do
winners.
this.
As a team.
We're not a team. Come on.
See?
What do you
The
mean?
things
Yes,
that
we
he
are.
thought
Delusional.
about, he's saying it.
Weren't we kind of bonding over being chaotic evil together?
I was merely entertaining you because I thought it was funny. Now are you going to shoot me or what?
He honestly doesn't
Did
that
I
way. It's just
do
his
something
pupils
wrong?
give
You
out
sound like
the
Ragatha
signals.
right now. No wonder we're not a team.
No, I mean, we were doing fine, having fun, talking. But you suddenly
You're not
just...
committing. Do it.
Pupil dilation right there. He's just now saying what he thought about saying. It's all coming out in a whim, and in reality, he doesn't mean it. But this is what he basically scripted in his mind.
If I shoot you right now, are we still gonna be friends afterwards?
We were never friends.
You
What
see?
about all that stuff you told
He's
me?
thinking of ways
Yeah,
to say,
did
things
tell
to
you a lot,
say.
didn't I?
He already thought
I'm
about
looking
it.
forward to thinking about that tomorrow.
No, we're not doing this. You're not gonna look me
And
in
she
the eye
honestly
and tell me
did
nothing
believe
we've been doing together
that.
meant anything to you,
No.
because I know that's not true.
Are you coming on to me?
This was
Yeah,
just pure
that's what everybody
randomness.
wants. A straight couple.
I'm not going to say anything else, but just read my eyes and just tell me what I want. That's all I'm saying.
My God, can you take this seriously? Can you take anything seriously?
Dude, you're a cartoon clown. How am I supposed to take you seriously?
You reached out to me, not the other way around. You're just gonna pretend that
And
didn't
that
happen?
is true.
be
He did
misremembering.
reach out to
Is this
her
why you didn't show up
in
to
many
Cosmo's funeral?
episodes.
I don't show up to any funerals.
Yeah, I bet you don't. Because you're scared. You're scared you'll actually show a human emotion.
And this is
I'm
the
scared
part
I'll
where
be
nody
bored
really
to
gets
tears.
that
Have you
that
ever thought
is going
that
to
this
lead to
might be what
abstraction.
causes people to abstract in the first place?
Oh my God! Are you seriously gonna blame me for?
Now he's starting to lose his architect because she is starting to she really does break and see into him, and that's why he's really getting furious about the fact that, you know, like, he let her in so far that she actually, yes, he enjoys her company, but she actually sees and understands that, but he does not want that because of that one clue. This is what causes abstraction, a human emotion, perhaps a human attachment as well. Don't really know them. Gotta see in the next episodes, but yes.
Something that everybody else did too. You didn't even know him. You don't even know what people are like before they abstract.
He's
They
seen this
are
plenty
not
of
pleasant
times.
to be around, like at all.
So he is very traumatized by this. And there he goes. Back to his architect again.
Sure you
He
are.
lost it, and then he regains it.
Oh man.
He has
This
to
is
keep
all
this
sorts of
architect,
embarrassing, huh?
otherwise he'll
So,
abstract, and
you
he
gonna shoot me or
realizes
what?
that. He
What
knows
would
how to
you
go
do if I
on and
abstracted
off.
tomorrow.
He takes a deep breath. Plain
I'd move
dead
on.
view. Right there.
Probably forget about you.
Listen, I make that face so many times. Just like, it's kind of easy if you're really traumatized by something to make that plain dead face, no emotions, same voice, same everything, just to push away the person that you care for. It's very easy to do that, sad to say. But we also got to remember, he's very traumatized at this point. We don't know how close he was to Ribbit, that perhaps it was the same as Kinger. The same room. But Kinger had a pleasant somewhat pleasant one, where at that moment of darkness, he was able to touch his wife for one final time. What about if he didn't even experience that at all? He was in the same room as, let's just say, Ribbit, and instead of that nice, pleasant interaction like Kinger got with his wife, his, the one he cared for, completely try to kill him. First go, abstracted, bam, try to kill him. We don't know what causes these abstractions. It could be still holding on to your human attachment, or having a human emotion, a human development, some kind of human closeness. Is something to do with human.
Okay.
And you can honestly see at this point he does care about her.
Okay. I understand.
You see? Now, we all knew what we were thinking about at this point, but I'm just going to just point it out right here, even though I'm in YouTube. I'm just going to point it out right here. YouTube really does heavy censoring on parts of, this is just my way. If you can't understand it, then, I really can't say it, but, just... I can only give out signals. Even I cannot say it also. Even I can't say it here. I'll probably say it in another platform. More safer in another platform if you jump over at, X. And not really a TikTok, to be honest. TikTok also does have, censors with that type of, category as well. But I know Glitch Production wanted to do that, and it did seem more fitting at this point to somewhat prove a point to Jax of how much of a jerk he's becoming at this point, But instead, this whole scene that's about to happen, I'm saying it right now because I don't want to pause it, but at this whole scene that's about to happen right after, the thing that we're thinking about the most, remember, folks, a lot of social media does not like this at all. Even I cannot say it. I could just give out signals. But that's why they changed it. They had to change the panel because of YouTube's heavy censoring. But this part, the fighting part that is about to happen, I don't know. I just found it really hilarious, to be honest. I'm not finding it as a breaking point of their bondness, the growing bondness. I feel like it's adding more to that bondness, because it's like, listen, I'm just gonna say this plain as daylight. If me and my husband were cartoons, there are parts that I would love to draw an anchor at him, but I know for a fact that he would not even touch me at all. He wouldn't even throw a fit at me. He would just practically be yelling at me like, what the hell is wrong with you? Or just kind of like push me away, like, just stop it, calm down, please. And that breaking point, of sadness and everything, and that whole like, what the f are you doing? I'm not gonna hurt you. I will never hurt you. That whole point is just something that, we kind of gotta be aware of. It's not dying for them. It's just something that, adds up to the development that I am hoping to see more in number 7. It's either she's going to get close to Ragatha and forget about Jax, or 2, she's going to get somewhat close to Ragatha, but when she sees Jax, she's going to be not self-aware of what she is doing to Ragatha. And she's going to be pushing herself more to Jax to try to talk to him, try to get something out of him, because of this whole bond was not building up in episode 6. This whole bond was building up since the pilot episode, but it was slowly, and it was not self-aware of it at all. And that's also the other bonds that was building up as well as the glitching, as well as more secrets being revealed and everything. Remember, folks, this is just in theory here. I gotta remember where the camera angles are. But yeah, this is all just a milestone. And I cannot, but I can wait. Because I really don't want this to end. I can't wait to see how this progresses further now that we see they care. And we see Jax really does care. But he is so traumatized. Remember, to become Jax's friend, you gotta defeat his 7 deadly traumas. You see?
Jeez, you really can't take a joke.
He finds a way
you?
to, get out of this as well. Paying attention to his face.
You're not the
a
funny
lot.
I don't think that counts.
And she basically had enough.
What
It's
are
like a
you
married
doing?
couple. I'm just saying that's like the emotions for the old married couple.
Fight back!
Are you crazy?
See?
Said fight back!
Stop!
You see his eyes right
What's
over there?
wrong with you?
Why didn't you fight back?
See that? You see
Here
that?
we go. Here we go.
Everything
Because
I said
didn't fight
before,
Back, that means I
remember
secretly
this.
care about you? I'm just a misunderstood little chicken fetus in an egg that needs to be cracked open. Well, I am not. I do not care about you or anyone else in this circus in the slightest. End of story.
And this refers
You
back to also
are
a
my
Ragatha,
playthings,
you
And
know.
I get joy out of
See?
making you
At this
suffer.
point,
I'm
he
the one
is
who causes
aware
pain
of
for
what he's
fun.
saying now.
If I led you on,
But he
It was just to
really
make
needs
this
to
part
push
hurt
her
you
away because he doesn't want her to abstract. See?
there's nothing more to
Now he's really tired
So
and exhausted
please.
at this point.
Just stop looking.
Now, pause. So, with all that fighting and everything that we just realized and everything that I said before, at this point, we all got to remember, he is done at this point. He is done. He is tired. He is starting to realize that he is developing his human emotions more and more, being around her. And everything he said is basically the opposite. He cares. They're not his playthings, He will be upset. And it's just really, really tiring him out of putting on this architect act that he has to in order to not abstract. And like I said, you cannot be the same person. You cannot be the person here yelling it to the crowd away. Here's how you don't abstract, because there's going to be constant arguing, constant bickering about that. Everybody has opinions, and when you're trying to help them, they will have opinions back and words to say. It gets tiring. It gets tiring a lot, though. And this is what he was trying to avoid. And, everybody is doing that with each other, and he wants no part of it. And he doesn't realize that he formed a very close bondness with Pami. He didn't realize that until it was too late. And he said, stop it, because of what Ragatha said. She thought, she probably didn't mean it, but she only said it out of spite, and he's taking it to consideration that he's trying to corrupt her, and he doesn't want that anymore. He doesn't want to see anyone else abstract, especially the person he cares for. Like, those two were like good in like freaking tag teams. They were like so good back to back, being in the tag show. And you see here, I'm just telling you, she is not dumb at all. Not. And that was probably like a very awkward walk with those two.
Let's talk after the show.
Yeah, sounds good.
And she's thinking right over here, like she needs a little space. There is nothing wrong with just a little space. And look at it. Look at his tired face. He's done. he's sad and he's done. He regrets everything. And she's just like in her mind, like, let me give you some space.
Gentlemen, it's
and
time
in her mind,
for
she's
the
like,
favorite
I really do hope we
character
talk about this
awards.
later.
Before anything starts, I'd like to thank
The committee.
for examining our nominees and voting on our winners.
Now the funny part,
Shut up.
this is so adorable. And see, he's tired. He's tired, he's regretting it, and he's developing his human emotions, having a panic attack. Having a panic attack at this point. Listening to water running and trying to breathe at the flow of the water. He's getting close to abstracting, and I'm glad that he didn't, because I will hate for him to abstract. Oh my goodness, I gotta mentally prepare myself for the next 3 episodes. But yes, this is where we kind of see a point of people, what happens and what causes them to get abstracted.
And the award for biggest sailor
Disappearing
mouth
guy
goes to Zubul.
You can see Zubul has the stupid sauce too. That's another thing I didn't even realize when Zubul had that stupid sauce from Ragatha. You don't know if that was Ragatha's fix. And let's just say in the next episode, freaking Zubul wasted it all. And then what is Ragatha's fix now? Oh shit, I just realized what it is. I don't know. We'll all find out when the next episode 7 teaser comes, okay? We'll all find out it. We're all gonna have to buckle down. All gonna have to buckle down at this point. Because we're starting to see what are the factors of abstracting. And it's just really emotional. We can see that she's even checking up on him. Like, I'm telling you, she's not stupid. She doesn't buy that stupid act. But she's starting to just kind of like think, you know.
It's now the moment you've all been
Think
waiting
more
for.
and more
the
into
award
this.
for favorite character. Bubble, give me a drum roll. And the award for favorite character goes to... Why, it's me, everyone! Oh, wait, I misread that. It's Ming.
I don't even know who Ming is. It's probably the...
Shouldn't have assumed you won the award. Now we both look foolish.
Love it. Love it. But yeah, like, I don't know. I'm like in that boat. Like, I can't wait, but I can't wait for the next episode. It's because it's like so much stuff happening here. It's like so much. It's just all leading up. It's just all leading up, and it's just so much conclusions, so many theories, so many observations we are making at this. And the reason why I'm letting this go is because I know what's going to happen at the old one, and it's something at the little post-scene credit, and it's something very, very, very important that you cannot not miss. Okay, you cannot not miss this key factor right here,
Alrighty. Now, let's see how many of them voted for me.
And we see like a huge majority of the votes go to Kinger and Pomni. Right there. Pause it there. Pause. That little glitch happening. We haven't seen this since the pilot episode. And this is where it all leads up to the fact that AI was like created to be perfect. It's created to be flawless. Created to make no mistakes. Created for your whim. He's starting to realize that he is not perfect. That he's starting to realize all of this. And this is why when we see the constant binkery with Zubul and everything, and we see him always glitching, always making it, difficult. And he is becoming really, really upset over this. He truly is becoming upset over this, because we do have to remember AI was created to be perfect, to be your partner, to be helpful, to be there. No mistakes, flawless, absolute perfection. But yet, we all know as humans that we are not perfect. We are not flawless and we make mistakes. But yet, that's not how he is created. He's not a human architect. He is an AI. So all of this is really messing up with his program. And if his program was created back when the computers were in the 90s, I think computers was 90s, 80s. I don't want to get this wrong. I do not want to get this wrong. Like, hold on. So it says here that the concept of the first computer was brought upon the 1820s. However, it was built on the 1990s. Okay, so I was not wrong. Okay, so the concept was in development in the 80s, and then it didn't really come into development until the 90s, and that's where the whole millennial S is. That's what I, figured. You figured that since I was born in the age of the computers, electronics, and everything, I will remember all this. Now, because I told you, just got to keep on with the emotions and don't think and come out. It's very difficult, very tiring, but it keeps the fun and it keeps you on your feet, So you got to think his hardware is not up to date. If he was an AI made in the 90s or something, brought onto development in the 90s, he's not going to be perfect. And that's where the whole murderous intentions comes and everything else, because he doesn't know all of this though. And that's where the whole censorships and everything comes. It comes all into play of what was around in that age. And this is what he knows, and this is what he does not know, is that the current time, it's just like the millennials, us trying to evolve during ages and stuff. This is what Kane is going through. So he figures that everything he's doing for them, for everybody, is that he's going to be well liked. Next thing you know, he realizes he's not well liked, and he goes into a frenzy I thought I was perfect. I thought I was perfect. That's where the whole glitching and everything comes into motion and everything. This is where episode 6 was absolutely genius. We see a huge ass character development. We see people getting out of their comfort zone, bonding with each other and other people. We see people starting to lose themselves, people starting to get self-awareness, and Kane starting to glitch more and more, realizing the fact that he is not an absolute. We're going to say absolute. He's not absolute. He is not flawless in everything. But yeah, all of this theorizing and everything all leads up to this one. And then we have our final 3 episodes. So this is everything I'm going to say. If you have any more theories about the upcoming episodes, or any more theories, conclusions, or stuff that I missed out, always drop it out in the comment section down below. I will always enjoy reading them, and perhaps I will put them on the next episode, at episode 7. Reason why I haven't been posting anything is because of the, all of this is already pre-recorded, and it's just theorizing the facts and notes that I've been watching. I'm like, hey, you know what? Let me do a new series for the fun of it, and let's see how it goes. And I've really been enjoying, this. I've really been enjoying this. Of course, I'm going to go back to my horror games until episode 7 comes out, though, because I love my horror games. But you know what? I'm just going to leave it right here. Anything you want me to kind of do an in theory about of any of the shows, drop it down. I'll take a good look. Heck, maybe even games you want me to do something in theory about. I'm just never going to let go of my gameplay, because I have a lot of games to catch up on, and I love my horror games. I love a good jump scare. I love a good fear factor. Love it, love it, love it. So if you enjoyed this episode, remember to like, sub, and check out the other videos as well, which are some live streams and some horror gameplays and some of the indie horror gameplays as well. This is a new series. Anything you want me to do an in theory about, leave it in the comment section down below. And remember, folks, I will definitely catch you in the next one. Catch you later, everybody.